Tabacco from Newsmax TV. I just ran into my friend here, Joe, from Florida, New York. What's up, Joe? How you doing today?
Good.
Joe, where did you serve?
I was in Vietnam.
You served in Vietnam?
Yeah, recon, first infantry division.
First infantry. Well, thank you very much for your service. Donald Trump and Michael Bloomberg have each spent $10 million on their Super Bowl ads. What do you think about that?
I don't watch football.
You don't watch football?
No.
Okay.
Ever since that coward took a knee, I won't watch it.
So you're boycotting football because of Colin Kaepernick?
Well, mainly because of how football should have just... If he had done it on his own time, it would have been fine. But no, you don't do it on my time, on the company's time.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
it wasn't any good anyways.
So who will you be...
And he had a contract, so he gave it up.
Who will you be voting for in the 2020
Trump.
presidential?
I'll be voting for Trump.
Tell us why.
Why? Because we finally got a president with a pair of you know, he doesn't take any The only time we ever got attacked was always from the Muslims. Okay? Ever since Jefferson's time. And that's how the Marines were formed. The Muslims used to hold us hostage in the Mediterranean. Jefferson got the Marines together, sent them over there, and from the shores of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, and we weren't heard from again from the Muslims until Jimmy Carter got in office. And then they were taken hostage, and he didn't do anything. Then those hostages were let go when Reagan was put on, because they knew.
Okay.
Then Gaddafi screwed up, and Reagan bombed his house and killed one of his sons. Didn't hear from him again until Clinton got in. Then we had the coal, we had the barracks in Lebanon, and we're going to take care. We're going to take care. He had the opportunity to take Bin Laden out of Pakistan. He didn't have the Gazoons. Now we got a guy with the Gazoons. If he had taken them out, we wouldn't have had 9/11. But these sissies, I'm a registered Democrat, so I get to vote against these people in the pre-election,
right.
And it makes my whole day. You know how many times I got to vote against Hillary? It made my whole day.
Okay, great. So, do you think that Donald Trump should have sent missiles into Iran?
Yeah, he did the right. Well, Iran, he's doing the right thing. He's taking out the bad guys before they can take any of us out.
Okay.
He's doing the right thing.
Okay.
Leaving it over there.
And recently, Iran fired back and sent 15 missiles towards U.S. bases in Iraq. What do you think about that?
They didn't. They did it, and they knew they weren't going to hit anything, because if they wanted to hit somebody, they know how to do it. They're not dumb. Okay. So this was just a precursor. You know, it's just a bunch of bullshit. You know, just trying to stir the pot some more.
Okay, cool. So who are you voting for in 2020?
Donald Trump.
Okay, great.
If that's not a unique take on the history of U.S. foreign wars, I don't know what is, but I thought it was some really insightful commentary. That's what, it's hard to find a Democrat in New York who's supporting Donald Trump, but that guy is one of them, thank goodness. Now, when we send Derek out on the street, he meets with all kinds of people, and there's all kinds of people that just come out of the woodwork and talk about it. Sometimes we get lucky. Now, I want to take you back 14 years ago when I was pursuing a short-lived career in boxing training. And I want you to take a look at this video right here. Heavyweight match. Do you keep the ice on your teeth or you take it out before the...
Keep it on my teeth.
The man with a platinum smile, upcoming, hopefully champion one day, Zab Judah. Well, when I say you get lucky, World Championship greatness joins you in the studio when Zab Judah's here. What's up, man?
What's up,
How are you? Great to see you. Thanks for gracing us.
That was a very nice clip because I wasn't even world champion then yet.
That's right. And now you're a 9-time world champion. You've won in almost every weight class, 6 different weight classes. And back then, we were at Gleason's gym that day with Bruce Silverglade, and he let my brother and I come in and see what it was like to do the workout of a champion. We worked out with you and Sekou Powell and stuff. But as you can see, I didn't take up on any of that. I'm still in the same bad shape I was then. But hey, thanks for joining us. I know we were talking a little before we came on. I want to talk to you about how the boxing game has changed and MMA and all this stuff. But more importantly, these days you're not in the fight game anymore as a fighter. You've had a tremendously successful career. You're a great dad, and one of your children is actually in the armed forces right now.
military,
Tell us a little bit about that.
My daughter Destiny. Actually, I just came back from Fort Jackson, and she graduated from the boot camp, and she's going down to take her placement and start her job up and everything like that. And so I'm very proud of her. You know, her and my other daughter, Zabria, they figured out what they want to do, and they went ahead and did it.
Well, let me
And I
ask.
support them to 100% to
Well,
the
God
fullest.
bless them, and you know, thank you for allowing your one daughter to go out and protect our freedoms and liberties here.
Right.
How's the fight game changed since you started till now? It doesn't seem like it's as good. Is MMA taken away from it now? The boxing game?
No. Boxing right now, the number one thing I say that changed in boxing is the money. They getting paid now. Them boys they getting some change. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's a great thing for the fighters. As far as the competitiveness of the competition of the fighters, it's a little bit of, you know, they doing a little bit of cherry picking, and guys, like the best are not fighting the best no more. You know what I'm saying?
Who do you
then-
like right now? Who are the up and comers that you like? I remember, you know, for years you've been right in the whole thing, so you know what's happening.
Yeah.
Who are the up and comers that you like in the boxing
My
game?
guys right now, Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Tank. You know, young guys. The young guys coming up today, man. The Charlo brothers.
Are you doing anything? We're promoting, managing, training, anything like that?
Yes, I'm managing fighters right now. I'm working with fighters. Justin Biggs, we got a guy out of Brooklyn right now. He has he's gonna have a very successful career. Watch him on the air. His name is Justin Biggs. He's a force to be reckoned with, no joke.
Wow. Well, you got to keep your eye out there for Justin Biggs. Hopefully, you're talking about how the money's changed. If I remember going back sometime, your money was pretty good too, champ. You were getting some paydays there. I remember when you fought Mayweather. That was
but what I'm saying, okay, so if you think about what we was making back then compared to what these guys are making now, like people have broke their threshold and made $100 million in one night.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Come on.
Let me just ask you on a final note. You know, many people think that, you know, the people who like Trump are all white people from the Midwest and all this other stuff. Just as a businessman, which I know you're just not a fighter, you've turned your fight money into big business in many ways. How do you feel about Trump and what he's doing for our economy?
The economy right now, I could say that, you know, with Trump being in office, it's at an all-time high right now. You know, I'm a businessman. I'm out there every day. I'm doing the numbers, and, you know, I mean, there is money in the world right now to go tap into and get. You know what I'm saying? A couple years ago, we didn't have finance like this. You know what I mean? That's the one good thing I probably could say about Trump.
All right. Well, hey, listen, it all comes down to comes down to check and chatter like a food inspector, right? I mean, and that's happening all over the place, right? You like that? Let me just wow you again. He's not a businessman. He's a businessman. You like that?
Now let me handle my business, man.
We had DMC on a few weeks ago. He was just walking past. And he shared some of your sentiments. Hey, I don't love Trump. I don't love all the things he does. But the economy is a lot better for all folks across all people.
I mean, listen, I don't bash the guy. He's doing what he got to do. You know, there's a huge government behind the guy that is in office right now. You know what I'm saying? So everybody got rules and things they got to stick by. He's doing what he got to do to live. Hey.
He's doing it like Frank Sinatra said. He's doing it
his way.
My way. And that's that.
Rock on.
Lucky again, we are here at Liquid Lunch when the world champion joins us. 9-time champion Zab Judah. His thoughts on the economy, business, and God bless his daughter who's heading off to protect our freedoms and liberties. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back for your favorite segment, the WTF, What the Facts, when Frankie spell checks me and corrects me on all the mistakes I made in today's show. Quick break. Right after this, more Liquid Lunch.